Hello, and welcome to J1 Visa Consulting, your resource guide to all things J1 Visa related. My name is Avery, and I am an immigration specialist with over 7 years of experience in both J1 Visa programming and cultural exchange programs. In this video, I'll be talking all about the new U.S. travel policy that will be going into effect as of November 2021. So if you have a question about any of the content in this video, please feel free to leave me a comment below or check me out at j1visaconsulting.com. So for now, let's begin. So after almost 2 years, the White House has announced that as of November 8th, 2021, the COVID-19 related travel bans that the US had in place since early 2020 and beyond will effectively end for fully vaccinated travelers. So that means that travelers can enter the US if they have been fully vaccinated and have proof of a negative COVID-19 test within the previous 72 hours. So no quarantine will be needed upon arrival to the United States if you do have both of these. Please be aware that as of today, fully vaccinated does consist of 2 shots. Both FDA and WHO approved vaccines will qualify. So that is Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Sinopharm, and Sinovac. So mixes of these vaccines will be accepted. That means if your first dose was Pfizer, your second dose was Johnson & Johnson, or any mix of these vaccines, they will be accepted. Please note that you must have both proof of vaccination and a negative COVID-19 test. So make sure that if you are traveling, you have the proper documentation of both of these. Here, what about Canada and Mexico? So Canada, the borders to Mexico and Canada have been closed for a long time as well. So as of early November, fully vaccinated travelers can enter the US from Canada or Mexico for non-essential travel. So this could be for tourism, visiting family or friends. No COVID-19 test will be needed if entering the US at a land border, but if you are flying into the United States, you will need a negative COVID-19 test in the previous 72 hours or 3 days. As of January 2022, all inbound visitors from both Canada and Mexico will need to show proof of vaccination. That's regardless of if it's an essential trip or non-essential trip. So one of the biggest questions that people have been asking is how do they show their proof of vaccination? So airlines will be checking the vaccination status of travelers as part of the boarding process. So make sure that you are traveling with the proper vaccination proof in order to avoid any delays. I know it's different for each country. Some people have cards, some people have apps. Just make sure that you have what you have and you bring it with you when you're traveling. There will be limited exceptions for both children and or humanitarian reasons. So additional guidance is to be expected before November 8th from the CDC and other US federal agencies in regards to children, people that are unable to get vaccinated, if there will be any further exceptions. So make sure to stay up to date on what the rules and regulations will be for those. Please be aware that this travel policy is subject to change. So if you are entering the US, please be aware of these ever-changing testing and vaccination requirements. So as I mentioned before, failure to do so can cause travel delays and or denial to enter at either a US port of entry or even boarding your airplane in your home destination. Travelers to the US should also expect to provide detailed contact information to allow for contact tracing if needed. So I hope this video was helpful as we are moving into the next stage of this COVID-19 pandemic, hopefully with more people allowed to travel. If you did find it helpful, please go ahead and feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.